Robots in Disguise, Assassin's Creed.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well.
Okay, this one's pretty well known, but I still think it's cool. For being a game that was released in 2007, it's crazy how much detail is crammed into every corner of the first Assassin's Creed. Now, if we take a look at some of the buildings, we notice one group of windows. These windows form the shape of Optimus Prime and truck transformation. Autobots, roll out.
We need to pull him out. Now.
Batman, Assassin's Creed 2. Batman and the Assassins have a lot in common. Both conceal their true identity, hide in the shadows, and never kill. Actually, the Assassins kill a lot. I mean, they're assassins, but it's for justice, right? While running from rooftop to rooftop or scaling buildings, you can hear one of the townspeople say, This is a reference to the Bat himself, also known as the Caped Crusader. Now, only if we can get the assassins to adopt Batman's no-kill policy. Metal Gear, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Assassin's Creed and Metal Gear have for some reason had a few crossovers over the years. It all started with an April Fool's joke in 2008. In AC Brotherhood, when we meet back up with Leonardo da Vinci, Ezio notices a strange cardboard box. He creeps over to investigate as a guard would in Metal Gear. This isn't the only Metal Gear reference in Brotherhood. You can also play as Raiden. If you complete all Animus virtual training programs with bronze or higher, you unlock this outfit. This one makes sense since Raiden was trained only through virtual simulations. The Black Knight, Assassin's Creed Revelations. The developers at Ubisoft must have a good sense of humor. In the memory called The Brawler, if the player wins 3 times in a row, you can hear an NPC say,
we will call it a draw, alright?
This is a reference to the 1975 comedy Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where King Arthur was challenged by the Black Knight. The Black Knight loses all of his limbs and says the famous lines we hear in Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Alright, we'll call it a draw.
Konami Code, Assassin's Creed 3. The Konami Code was first used in Gradius and made popular with its inclusion in Contra. This code has been used in countless games since. At this point, most players know the code. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. In Assassin's Creed 3, the code does something a little silly. It won't give us unlimited ammo or fully heal us. Instead, it lets us feed a turkey. Yes, you heard me right. Feed a turkey. Not just any turkey though. This turkey dons an assassin's hood. Now we really need an Assassin's Turkey spin-off game. Ubisoft games. Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag.
It did us good, Kenway. Proved yourself a true bravo. And for what?
Are all Ubisoft games part of the same universe? We see so many crossovers and references in each game, it's quite possible. In Black Flag, we see 2 references to Watch Dogs and Splinter Cell Conviction. During your playthrough, you may notice references to Bloom Corporation, which is a security company in the original Watch Dogs. There are also dumpsters with SMD, Ducasto, Leeuwarden, Holland, which appear on power generators and Splinter Cell Conviction. These small details must mean all the games are connected, right? Another Holy Grail, Assassin's Creed Unity.
I couldn't sneak through a sewer in these threads, much less a ball.
The Ubisoft developers must really love Monty Python and the Holy Grail. In AC Unity, we can hear another famous line from the movie. When the players get a little help in battle, you can hear some of the soldiers quote the movie with the line, This line is said in the movie when King Arthur grabs a peasant who is questioning how he is king.
Shut up! Will you shut up? Ah, now we see the violence inherent in the system. Shut up!
Child of Light, Assassin's Creed Rogue. Throughout the Abstergo's portion of the game, we can walk around and look at other things. While doing this, we can find tons of references to other Ubisoft titles. Laying on the desk are magazines with Far Cry art on the cover. There are also paintings of past Assassin's Creed games on the wall and books with Far Cry and Splinter Cell covers. Some cubicles have figures of the Prince of Persia warrior within. My personal favorite is hearing two Abstergo employees talk about Child of Light.
No, the story's told in rhyme? It doesn't sound like my thing.
The 2014 UBR game that was a departure from most Ubisoft games at the time. Sweeney Todd, Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Some people around town just seem to vanish. It is mysterious.
The dreadful crime The Fiend of Fleet Street is basically Sweeney Todd. All of the names used in it are slightly different, but clearly point at Sweeney Todd. I mean, Feeny Sod? Come on.
Yeah, I gave him a trim. He asked no-ended questions. When I cut his hair, I notices a tattoo right at the base of his neck.
Players also visit a pie shop called Todd's Pies. There are other small hints to Mr. Todd with cheap beef being mentioned and people going missing. Now let's go get some of the worst pies in London.
I pride myself on the quality of the beef I sell. Somebody's selling cheap around here though. My sales have dropped off.
Dark Souls, Assassin's Creed Origins.
I thought you would never wake up.
Rabia patched me up and
I let you sleep.
While exploring the ruins of Kino, players may stumble across a burnt-out fire. In the fire is a sword and bones. If you interact with the sword, you'll get a message titled Sword in Ashes, which reads, The sword has rested here as long as bones. The burial is without ceremony. With no heart to judge, this fighter will forever be left outside the afterlife. This is referring to the bonfires in the Dark Souls games. These bonfires act as respawn points, so when a player dies, they go back to a bonfire. Therefore, no rest in the afterlife. Hideout Secrets, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So maybe all the Ubisoft games are connected. We'll get to the bottom of this someday. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, while in the Assassin's Hideout, we spot two more Ubisoft references. First up, another Splinter Cell reference. Sitting atop some boxes are night vision goggles. When we interact with them, Layla says,
Looks third echelon. Or is it fourth?
I know many people don't like the rabbits, but personally, I love them. There is a rabbit figure on a shelf, and when interacted with, Layla will make the annoying little guy's famous "Bwah!"
What?
Arrow to the Knee, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Come on, you can do better than that.
After completing the Winchester missions, we go back to the Winchester Seminary and talk with people. The one we'll be focusing on is one of the children we saved. When we speak with him, the child talks about how we're a great warrior and how his dad was once one as well. He then says,
Warrior. All he did was complain about how he once took an arrow to the knee.
This famous Skyrim line always finds a way to make it into everything, doesn't it?
Tell him we will come, battle-flushed and singing songs of glory.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out some other clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.